first set of monthly readings for you. This is a business and finance reading. I don't really do romance and relationship readings as such. I'm focused on your business because that's what I do. I'm an intuitive business coach. I'm a clairaudient tarot card reader and a green witch, and I'm here to help you to make your business magical. So for the weekly ones, I only do a 5-card reading. For the monthly ones, this is my little version of a Celtic cross. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you. Just take a couple of deep breaths and just meditate and have a little think about what you would like the answer to, what your intention is for your business this week. What would you like to see happen? Now, my table is not the biggest of tables, as you can see. Whoa, we've got a couple of jumpers. I may have to clarify the odd card or two. If we do, that's fine. But we'll just see what we've got to start with. Right. This is you. We've got the Lovers. This is the card that all these other cards are going to relate to. This is your theme for the month, Aries, okay? And it's the Lovers card. It can be about connection, it can be about choice, it can be about trust issues. Some people don't like this card. I do. It's my card. I'm a Gemini. It's about love and harmony and relationships. It's about choices, values and alignment. So, you know, maybe there is going to be a little bit of relationship stuff in this one. Who knows? Let's see. So, the present, we've got the Hermit, contemplation and wisdom. What's crossing you this month is the Chariot, the rhinoceros there. Okay, it's an interesting one. Then we've got the root of any problems that you've got at the moment. We've got what might subconsciously need dealing with that's coming up from the distant past. Now, my work is with healing blocks to business success, and a lot of those blocks are rooted in childhood, with things that happen to us that cause us to lose confidence or to create negative beliefs about things, fears about things. So this is what this card is for in this particular spread for me. This is about what's going on really in the recent past, not necessarily that's, you know, traumatic or anything like that, but it's just going to give us a view. Then we've got what you're focusing on consciously, what the near future holds, and then we've got your external environment and what's going on there, hopes and fears. Oh, my old friend the fox is out. And your projected outcome. Right, my beautiful Aries, let's see what we've got. So we've got you. This is you. The Lovers card. What is going on with you? I'm just taking a minute. I don't I've not gone to sleep, I promise you. Sometimes I just have to take a moment to just look. Sometimes the readings just come like that, like that, like that, like that. But this is not coming as quickly and quick fire as it normally does, and I might have to clarify some of these cards. Right, let's just recap all of this. We've got you. the Significator. All cards relate back to you, and you have the Lover's card, which is about love, harmony, relationships, choices, values, and being in alignment. It's possibly about seeking connection. Then we move to the present moment. What's going on for you in the present moment? We've got the Hermit, who is about taking time out for contemplation and to get to the root of any issues that you've got going on at the moment. You need to dig deep into your intuition to kind of find out what it is you need to do next. That was crossed with your obstacle, your challenge, which is the Chariot, which is about control. It's about willpower, success, action, determination. It's about having discipline. I get the feeling that perhaps you're not being disciplined when it comes to this contemplation, that perhaps you're trying to do too much, that really you're not. Yeah, it leads to the root of the problem, that you are conflicted. We've got the Five of Acorns here, which is that you are feeling conflicted, Aries. Why are you feeling conflicted? I think you feel like you're supposed to be contemplating. You need to take some time. You've got a path you want to go on. You want to feel like you're in harmony. You've got your values and you want to be in alignment with them, but you're not. There's a conflict and tension going on here. There's a challenge. It's an opportunity for growth, without a doubt, but it's a subconscious issue. It's one that is not necessarily at the forefront of your mind. You just know you're conflicted. You don't really know why, but it's probably to do with this, the High Priestess. This card is the card, I put it in the what needs healing category. It's the distant past. It's something that's happened to you in the distant past that's caused you to feel the way that you do now, to build negative beliefs, or to have fears, sometimes irrational, sometimes not, to have beliefs about your own capabilities, about your own abilities to do things, about whether you're enough, whether you're good enough, whether you know enough. And then we get to this recent past, which is awakening, which is actually the Judgment card in other decks. There's a renewal, an awakening, an enlightenment going on here. Definitely. And you're consciously feeling hopeful. You're readjusting, you're consciously readjusting everything to bring everything into alignment for yourself. But I get the feeling that you don't trust your own intuition. That's the feeling that I'm getting with this. Now, the near future, this is about bringing spirituality. It's about connecting the spiritual realm with this realm. Seeing the world from a great height. Rising above any sort of conflict and tension that's going on. And don't sink to anybody's level. If somebody's driving you potty, don't sink to their level on it. Really don't. Just rise above and carry on. But I don't feel that that's actually what this is about. I feel like there's a disconnection somewhere between what you truly want and what you're actually getting at the moment. The root of the problem is you're subconsciously conflicted. What you want and what you believe you can have may be two different things. So you're pursuing this awakening, you've had this awakening, but you don't trust your own intuition. You don't trust yourself that you're on the right path at the moment. You don't trust yourself that you're good enough and that you are capable of what you are capable of, is the feeling that I'm getting. I feel like you need to be bringing more spiritual aspects into your business and into your work, because you want to. You actually want to, I think. This awakening, you want to share it with everybody, but you're not sure. I feel like you're worried about a conflict if you actually do share with others your awakening and what's happening with you, which is understandable. You know, not everybody is a spiritual sort of person. Some people are extremely practical and they don't want to hear the woo-woo stuff. You know, it's fair enough. That's up to them, isn't it? But don't let that put you off connecting, because I think that's what's going on here. I think you're seeking this connection. You've awakened, you want to connect, but you don't trust your intuition here. You are worried that there'll be conflict if you go ahead with what you're doing. You're on this path of hope and enlightenment there with the firefly lighting the way for you. But this subconsciously is what is going on. At the back of your mind, your subconsciousness is telling you, oh, it's, you know, it's not going to work. People aren't going to like it. People aren't going to want to know. And I feel that that's the problem going on here, which leads me into this external environment, which is the hedgehog, the queen of crystals. Crystals is physical and material things. It's about your comfort and prosperity. I think you're wanting to build a real sort of a real nice environment for yourself. You know, I think that's really what you're wanting. You're trying to create this around yourself, but the message I just got from Spirit is that the hedgehog is a prickly person, and she protects herself. She protects herself from the outside and external environment by rolling herself up in a little ball. And although this is supposed to be about comfort and prosperity and material things, I feel like perhaps you've either been rolling yourself up in a ball and being a little bit too protective of yourself, or perhaps you need to be protective of your environment. Your hopes and fears here are the Page of Crystals. So we've got another one with physical material things. Again. And we've got the Page, which is about manifestation, financial opportunities and skill development. This is what you're hoping for. You really want this environment, don't you? Some material things, you're in need of them. You're in need of some money. You really want the money. You want to build a business that earns you some money. Okay. So we get to the projected outcome, which is the Six of Shells, which is all about harmony and cooperation. It's about coming out of this conflict in the end. Because we got so many fives going on here with the Five of Acorns. The Shaman is a 5, the 5 of Shells. But at the end of it, we've got the 6. We move forward from 5 to 6. And we're looking at harmony and cooperation here. In emotional harmony, we're talking about. It's about sentiment and joy. There's the two otters there who just play together as part of a community. So actually, this is the story that we're getting here. You, this month, Aries, are craving some sort of connection. You want some sort of connection, but yet you feel like you need to go inside yourself, and you've been alone. In the present moment, you feel alone. You are contemplating where to go next. You need to contemplate where to go next. I think that is something that is coming through here, that it's not a bad thing to do, to contemplate where you're going next. But you're struggling to focus. You're struggling to focus, or you feel like you have to focus to... there's a word I'm looking for. You have to focus and eliminate everything else. You're focusing so hard on your business that it's not giving you the opportunity for this connection that you really, really want. You need to find a tribe of people that understand you and will support you. And so you're conflicted, because on the one hand you feel like you should be trying to work things out on your own, in your own head. You think you need to be disciplined and determined, but there's a challenge here. Subconsciously you're challenged. There's this conflict of, am I doing the right thing? I want to be connected, but I want to be alone. And it all comes back to this distant past of, You have sacred knowledge, but whatever happened to you in the past has made you not trust it. You struggle to trust your own intuition. You've been hurt by people before when you've connected, and now you're worried about that. You want that connection, but you're very worried that perhaps it'll all go bad like it has done in the past. You've been left with these negative feelings and beliefs and thoughts about what it means to connect to other people. It's a risk, Aries, obviously it is. I mean, I've been in business with partners that have tried to undermine me. Goodness, I got involved in with a bunch of people in a business who decided they wanted my intellectual property, and then they were going to oust me as a director, which was just shocking to me. But, you know, I didn't realise they didn't really want me. They just wanted all my intellectual property. You know, so when things like that have happened to you in the past, obviously you're going to feel a bit mistrustful. You want to trust. Back towards this Lover's card, you want to trust. You want some connection and relationships and business relationships from people that will support you and encourage you along the way. But you need to heal this lack of trust. You're so conflicted. You're so conflicted. But you've had this awakening, this spiritual awakening, this, you know, the truth is out, if you like, about who you are and what you want out of your business. And I feel like it's something that is, you know, it's given you a lot of hope. It's made you feel hopeful, this awakening, this fact that perhaps you could bring a spiritual element into your business, whether it's just personal. You know, maybe all you've done is added a meditational practice to your daily routine, and that is helping you in your business. Or it could be that you're wanting to bring more spirituality into your business, but you're a little bit worried about that. But that's what you've been focusing on, this hope that, you know, you're going to really move forward. And in the near future, we're back to this spiritual power with the shaman, this wisdom, this spirituality, this bringing something traditional back in. But then I'm going to clarify this Queen of Crystals, because I'm not sure where she fits with this. I can see that she's prickly. She represents comfort and prosperity. But I feel like it comes with a... I wanted to say it comes with a prick. I'm not not entirely sure that that's right. I've got the Wildwood Tarot here to clarify this and to see just what Spirit says about this particular card. What have we got? I've got the Ten of Vessels, happiness. So we're back to emotional stuff again. The Vessels obviously is emotional. It's the equivalent of cups. I may have to read this to you. It's about happiness. It's about a waterfall foaming over rocks. I'm just going to pop that there so you can see it. Foaming over rocks from a low cliff decked with trees. The cascade creates dozens of separate water flows which fall into a river below. Near the bottom of the waterfall, 10 vessels are arranged and the water fills them to overflowing. It's about completion of a cycle. I feel like your external environment is full. The meaning of this here now says generous fulfillment of desires from a source that is pure and cleansing, a reward for patience and love given selflessly, true emotional stability and freedom. You have a sense of homecoming, of safety. Beauty shines from an individual that lights others' life and is infectious to everyone. Right, okay. Okay. This beautiful, beautiful card is about you opening your heart to happiness. It's about you not actually... I've got this a little bit wrong, the message a little bit wrong there, and I'm glad I've clarified it because this makes sense to me now. Instead of you curling into a ball and protecting yourself with these prickles and keeping yourself safe and tight and comfortable, you are opening up to lighting up other people's lives. I feel that is the overarching message here. It kind of ties in with this wonderful focus that you've got, this hope, this lighting up. strangely enough, I've I've just been looking at opening a membership site, a community site, and calling it the Firefly Circle, because I want it to be for people that are lighting up the lives of others. And I feel like that is what your external environment is all about. This isn't about you curling up in a ball. This is about you opening up and sharing your gifts with other people. That's what I feel that you're doing right now. So then we get to this hopes and fears that are underlining here with the Page of Crystals. And I feel like, what do I feel like? I feel like you're problem solving, you're worried, you're a little bit worried about your goal setting, you're worried about whether you can consistently be productive, you're worried if you're working too hard perhaps. I think really you need to be just keeping the pathway. Just keep concentrating on what you're doing, and you've got nothing to worry about, because your outcome is this Six of Shells, this harmony and cooperation in the end, where it feels like after all this conflict and all this messing about, all this rubbish that's gone on here with feeling conflicted, that you are going to find some emotional security, some joy, some sanctuary, some sharing. You're going to find that community that you're dreaming of, because there we are, we've got a pair of them, a pair of otters. So what you need to do is to overcome these fears of not being able to trust other people. You want to share all this stuff, you feel a little bit conflicted about it, you worry about what other people are going to think if you become overtly spiritual. But it's okay. It's okay to be spiritual. It's going to bring you the comfort and prosperity that you want, because you want to share it with other people, but also you'll be comfortable for yourself. And the more that you communicate with other people and share with other people, you're going to end up with more ideas of how to do more things that will benefit others. And you will end up with this community, this connection that it is that you're craving. But don't worry about being alone at the moment. It's just been necessary. You've needed it. You've needed to go inside of yourself and contemplate, and to find the enlightenment and the hope that you so desperately sought. I hope that makes sense, Aries. I really do. I really do. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know. Please leave me a like and subscribe. I've really enjoyed doing this reading. It's been quite a fun reading. And of course it had my favourite old Foxy in it. But yeah, I think it's a good reading. It's a great reading. Don't worry. Don't worry, because the right people are going to find you. You're going to give enough of yourself that the right people are going to find you. Stop protecting yourself. Open up. Share your gifts with others. And you will find the people that you're meant to be around. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you next month, Aries. Have a great month of June. I hope it's fabulous for you. And I'll see you next month.